The Buffalo Bills are very familiar with the 86th overall pick. And if you're a Buffalo Bills fan, you need to be happy about it. I'm going to let you know why and give you a brief history right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Billievers Talk. My name is Joe, and welcome to this pre-draft coverage of Billievers Talk, where we take a look at the Buffalo Bills heading into the 2020 NFL Draft. Again, guys, my name is Joe, and if you are new to this channel, first of all, welcome. Thank you for joining me. And if you are a fan of the Buffalo Bills or of the NFL, you want to make sure you hit that subscribe button as we continue to keep you updated on the Buffalo Bills and Buffalo news in general. So hit that subscribe button. After you hit that subscribe button, you want to hit that notification bell. YouTube will notify you when we put out new content. After you hit that notification bell, while you're here, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know you like this video and leave a comment. What do you think about the Buffalo Bills and the 86th overall pick? We're going to give you a little history because the Bills have picked here a few times before, and we're also going to talk about the recent NFL history, the last 10 years, how the 86th pick has fared overall. Guys, this is a good pick to have. If you are an NFL historian or if you like NFL history, if you know anything about the 86th overall pick, you know that this is a good pick to have. And I'll tell you why. Bunch of Pro Bowlers, more than one Hall of Famer. In fact, there's one, if you saw the thumbnail, you know what I'm talking about, one Hall of Famer that came from Buffalo that was drafted with the 86th overall pick. We'll get to him in a minute, but let's save him for last. Guys, with the 86th overall pick, if the Bills pick 86th overall in the 2020 NFL Draft. I mean, we all know that they can trade up or trade back and maybe get some more picks, whatever they might plan to do. If they do keep the 86th overall pick in the NFL Draft, it will be the 7th time the Buffalo Bills have picked from the 86th position in the NFL Draft. And you think, wow, that's a lot. And guys, it is a lot. It is the second most, or at least, I'm sorry, it's tied for the 4th most in Buffalo Bills history. They've actually picked in 3 different positions 8 times in the NFL Draft. They picked 41st 8 times in their existence from 1960 to today. They've picked at the 109 position 8 times and the 156th position 8 times. So there are 3 positions in the NFL Draft where the Bills have drafted 8 times. This will be the 7th time the Bills have picked at 86. So not the most, but still 7 times. That's a lot. You have 6 players to look back in history. And again, there's one really big name that, of course, we're going to talk about. But we're going in chronological order first, skipping the name that I want to skip till the end. In 1962, the Buffalo Bills had the 86th overall pick. And with the 86th overall pick, they picked Tom Pennington, kicker, with the 86th overall pick. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, hey, in the 3rd round, a kicker, that's pretty risky. And if the Bills pick a kicker in the 86th round this year, in the 86th with the 86th pick this year, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of us upset about it. But in 1962, you have to remember there were a lot more draft rounds, so there were a lot more picks to go through. And Tom Pennington actually spent more than a decade with the Buffalo Bills at the kicker position, had a pretty good career with the Buffalo Bills, and that all started with drafting him 86th overall in 1962. In 1968, the Bills select Edgar Chandler, linebacker, and he was with the Bills for a few seasons. 1977, the Bills picked Jimmy Dean, and I'm not talking about the guy that makes your sausage in the morning. I am talking about Jimmy Dean, defensive end. He actually only spent 1 season with the Buffalo Bills, and then there was a pick in 1985, of course, that we're going to get to. Again, if you saw my thumbnail, you know who that was. In 1999, the Buffalo Bills selected Sean Bryson, running back. Many of you might remember Sean Bryson. Spent 3 years with the Buffalo Bills. Spent 4 years then with the Detroit Lions. 7-year career. While in Buffalo, he started 10 games, and he had 967 rushing yards in his career with the Buffalo Bills. And then most recently, in 2005, the Buffalo Bills selected tight end Kevin Everett with the 86th overall pick. Now, if you are a Buffalo Bills fan, you know the name Kevin Everett very well. In 2005, Kevin Everett played in 16 games for the Buffalo Bills. He was a very key contributor to the Buffalo Bills on special teams. He played some in 2006 as well, but most of you remember him for the heinous injury that he suffered in 2007. Week 1 of 2007, the Buffalo Bills were playing the Denver Broncos. He was on special teams. He was trying to make a play, and he lowered his head to, I believe, either make a block or make a tackle. and unfortunately he hit with the crown of his helmet. He went limp immediately, ended up with a broken neck. Many of you probably remember that. You probably were watching that game. It was a scary incident at the time, and we're just happy to know as of, this video, he is doing just fine. He has been walking. Now, remember that year we played the New England Patriots on Monday Night Football. He was on the Titantron trying to get the Buffalo Bills amped up. There was an interview with him in 2012 talking about 5 years after. He thanked Bills Mafia, and we just wish him the best after his football career. Very scary incident back in 2007, but we're happy to know that he is doing well, at least as far as we know right now. So again, that was the most recent 86th overall pick for the Buffalo Bills. But let's go back to 1985. 1985, the Buffalo Bills have the 86th overall pick. And you want to talk about picking a wide receiver in the draft. Well, let's say the Buffalo Bills pick wide receiver with the 86th overall pick. Let's just say it happens. 86 overall, we pick up Chase Claypool, right? Something like that. Well, if he has the type of career that our Hall of Fame wide receiver Andre Reed had, I'm pretty sure we're going to like that pick. I'm pretty sure every time we have the 86th overall pick, we should just pick a wide receiver after that. That's right. In 1985, the Buffalo Bills selected Andre Reed with the 86th overall pick. And as most of you know, as all of you should know, Andre Reed is now wearing a gold jacket, living in the Hall of Fame with the Buffalo Bills. He played in 217 games, 234 games overall in his career. Remember, he spent one fluke season at the end of his career with the Washington Redskins. 951 receptions, 13,198 yards, 87 touchdowns for Andre Reed. As a wide receiver, he spent some time running the ball too. Many people forget about this. He had 75 rushes in his NFL career for 500 yards and a TD there as well. So just because he was known as a wide receiver and he was one of the best wide receivers in the game, that's why he's currently in the Hall of Fame, he could run the ball a little bit too. So it definitely made the Buffalo Bills offense during that Super Bowl run a little more dynamic, knowing that you had a playmaker like that in Andre Reed, now in the Hall of Fame. So those were the 6 most recent picks by the Buffalo Bills. Now what I want to do is talk about the last 10 draft picks at the 86th position. Guys, you're going to look at this list, and this list is much better than the first list we did just yesterday, going over the picks of the last 10 years of the 54th overall pick. Listen to some of these names over the past 10 years. Some Pro Bowlers in here, maybe a guy or two that might see himself in the Hall of Fame by the time his career is over. Let me know what you think about these 10 names I'm going to give you right now. In 2019, we don't know anything about this guy's NFL career yet. Kahal Waring was selected as a tight end for the Houston Texans. Unfortunately, the Texans had to put him on the IR in early September. Spent the whole 2019 season on the IR, so he is yet to see the NFL field. 2018, a name many of you should know, Mark Andrews, tight end of the Baltimore Ravens, was selected with the 86th overall pick. Mark Andrews actually was a Pro Bowler in 2019, had 10 touchdown receptions in 2019, so he's off to a good start to his career. 2017 was a guy that most of you know, Kareem Hunt. Now, obviously, a lot of you know Kareem Hunt and his legal problems. Left Kansas City, was released by Kansas City to be picked up by the Cleveland Browns. I don't know anything about his off-field situation. We're not going to talk about that, but you have to remember his rookie season, 2017, he actually was the rushing leader that season, was in the Pro Bowl in 2017. 2016, you have a wide receiver, Leonte Carroo, was picked up by the Dolphins, only spent 2 years in the NFL, 12 receptions, 192 yards, 2 touchdowns. 2015, another Pro Bowler. You're talking about David Johnson. Of course, David Johnson, running back, picked up by Arizona Cardinals, recently part of a very weird trade where the Houston Texans sent their best wide receiving target, Hopkins, to Arizona, and in return, they get David Johnson. David Johnson, a one-time Pro Bowler, was a Pro Bowler in 2016. He was also a first-team All-Pro in 2016 as well. 2014, the Eagles get wide receiver Josh Huff, only plays 2 years in the NFL. 2013, the Indianapolis Colts select Hugh Thornton Thornton at guard, played 2 years, 32 starts. He actually ended up playing in the AAF for a little bit. He retired from the NFL in 2017. Played in the AAF with the Arizona Hotshots and is trying to work his way back into the NFL as we speak. So best of luck to Hugh Thornton. Again, 32 starts in 3 seasons in the NFL. Not too bad. Let's see if he can find his way back into the NFL. If you've been listening, guys, from 2019 to 2013, all offense. All offensive players. The last time a defensive player was picked with the 86th overall pick was 2012 when the Steelers selected Sean Spence at linebacker. Sean Spence played in the NFL from 2012 to 2017, making 23 starts, 6 sacks, 163 tackles. 2011, Alan Bailey, defensive lineman for the Chiefs, 66 starts, 20.5 sacks, 233 tackles. And then in 2010, Daniel Te'o-Nashim was drafted by the Eagles, played 4 seasons, 27 starts, 5 sacks, and 56 tackles. So in there, you got some pretty impressive names, right? I'm talking about David Johnson. I know that some people think David Johnson's career might be over, but maybe he gets a little bit of a resurgence with the Houston Texans, finds that same pizzazz he had in 2016. Kareem Hunt. Now that Kareem Hunt's going to have a full season with the Cleveland Browns, who knows what he can do? Everyone remembers how dynamic Kareem Hunt was for the Kansas City Chiefs. Again, led the league in rushing yards in 2017. Mark Andrews, tight end for the Baltimore Ravens. He's a handful. We know how much him and Lamar Jackson seemed to really click in 2019. That will only look to continue in 2020. So some pretty big names picked with the 86th overall pick. And of course, with the Buffalo Bills history, we got the biggest name of them all, Andre Reed, Hall of Famer. So plenty of talent to be had with the 86th overall pick. And again, that's only if the Buffalo Bills decide to stay at 86. Let me know what you think. Do you think the Buffalo Bills stay at 86? If they stay at 86, do you think they're going to pick an offensive player? Remember, it's all been offense since 2013 when it comes to the 86th overall pick. That's 7 straight years of offensive players taken at number 86. If you take a look at the previous 6 Buffalo Bills picks, that's 1, 2, 3. So 3 of their 6 so far have been offensive players. So they've mixed it up. What do you think is going to happen with the 86th overall pick this year in the NFL draft? Whatever it is, guys, I'm looking forward to bringing it to you right here on Believers Talk. So make sure if you're not subscribed to Believers Talk, you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like this video, and tell me what you think about Andre Reed. Tell me what you think about the 86th overall pick. The Bills are going to do something fun, and we're going to cover it right here on Believers Talk. So I look forward to talking to you all soon. Until I do, go Bills.